Hi everyone, it's Heidi from flutterbyheidi.co.uk. I'm Heidi Smith. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator based in the United Kingdom, and today I'm working with the online exclusive DSP that's available at the moment called One Horse Open Sleigh. It's a 6x6 paper and you get 4 sheets each of 12 different designs, double-sided as well. And as you can see here, they're lovely kind of wintry scenes on the main, but on the one side you've got this lovely list of scene and then the generic kind of colours on the background. So you can see here you can have all sorts of fun. This one I actually thought, you know, you could actually have that as dappled sunlight. You see a lovely list of diamonds. Look at that super house, lovely for scene building. I think this one's super with the tracks through the snow. Some stripes, always useful. Again, another sort of snowscape, almost a sort of a wood effect background. Cute little deer. And some colours in old olive in there. Downhill skiing maybe. Again, masculine, lovely blues, always useful. Just some bare trees. But that's a lovely textured paper that could be used for all sorts of autumn occasions. I love this one with the fox kind of through the snow. Again, another wood effect on the background. Tree silhouettes, and then the little house as well. So those are the papers, and the colours, as you can see, there are loads of colours in there. So I've just got a swatch of a piece of each of those. So we've got some basic black, new colour, Pebbled Path, that's one of our in colours. The Boho Blue, another in colour. Returning colour, Misty Moonlight. Good old Crumb Cake. This is Pecan Pie, which is a new neutral. Wild Wheat, again in colours. Cajun Craze and Early Espresso, so you've kind of got those lovely brown tones. Then you've got those pretty pinks, so you've got good old Petal Pink, Lemon Lolly, another new colour. We've got Pool Party and Lost Lagoon, look beautiful together, returning Lost Lagoon. And then we've got Old Olive, no we haven't, we've got Mossy Meadow and Old Olive, and then some Real Red. So obviously those colours, you've got lots to choose from there. And we're just going to make this pretty a template. So I've just used some retired paper, and the beauty of this gift bag is that it is so sturdy. So you could easily pop, I'm doing this for a birthday, but you could easily pop some little bars of chocolate in there and still have space for a gift card as well. You could fill it up with, you know, wrapped mints or all sorts of treat things. And the lovely thing is it's so secure that it will stand and make a lovely gift as well. So let's get started. I'm going to do a little label first using our lasting label punch, and the stamp set is Seasonal Branches, and it's got some very simple sentiments, just happy birthday wishes in there, which is the one I'm going to use. So I've got that up on a block, and I've got my Misty Moonlight, and we're just going to do, I've done it lots of times before, lots of people have done this already. We're just going to alter use the label to make a different size rather than the big label. So I'm just going to do my happy birthday wishes in some Misty Moonlight. That's all the stamping we're going to do. I'm going to come in and punch that out, releasing any last bits of paper out of my punch. So I'm just going to pop that, sort of roughly centre it, and I want it reasonably sort of towards the top. So I'm just sort of using these little lines to centre it. Punch that out, and you're going, oh, she hasn't punched it out properly. But what we're going to do is grab a piece of Post-it note and just feed that back into the punch. And because you've got these little curves, you can line up these points on each side, just there and there. Punch again, because you're holding it with a bit of, and you've got this little dinky layer. And then to get a layer, I'm going to do the same again, but with some Misty Moonlight. So I'm going to just cut out a piece, use my Post-it note to pop it back in, and I still want to get that that sort of edge, and we're not going to waste any cast. I mean, you could take it bigger, but I'm just going to cut that out, remove my bit of Post-it note, and then just cut up the middle, like so. So 2 pieces, and then we're going to do the same again with another piece of white. So trim off my excess bits, come in, and you can punch this in lots of different ways. I've done a whole one there which I didn't need to do. Force of habit. Just feed it back in, and again you want another one that's just got those 2 little bits. Like so. So once the front, the stamping, our blue is cut in half ready for our layers, and then we're going to pop the white on the back so we can write on it if we wanted to, or we can, it just it makes it more secure. So all I'm going to do is grab my Tombow and just put that on the edge of those 2, and then just holding it carefully. This is the trickiest bit. I'm going to pop that on top there, and then do the other side. Don't do as I've done and squidge it out of the way. This is where using Tombow isn't helpful. There we go. So we've just got a nice little layer, but what you've got on the back there is a bit of a gap. So if you wanted to use it as a label, this is what I've done, you would just pop that on the reverse, line it up, and you'd have like a little label, and you could punch a hole in the end. I'm actually just going to pop that on with some dimensionals, so I'm not going to pop one on the back. I've now decided. So to create the bag, you're going to want 2 identical pieces of 6x6 DSP. You're going to want another piece which we're going to just go through and score. Now, we want it to be 3 1/4 inches, and I'm actually just going to cut it at 3 1/4 now. And it's got to be at least 2 inches, because what we're actually going to do is we're going to score at 1/2 inch, then up to 1 inch and cut, 1/2 inch, score, up to 1 inch and cut. So you've got 2 pieces with a score down the middle. And that's just the easiest way, rather than trying to score some really narrow, teeny little bits, which can be a bit awkward. Then I've got another piece, and I'm just going to do 2 pieces off here, and these are going to be 3/8 of an inch. So again, really skinny. I'm just lining them up on here, 3/8 and then 3/8 again. Like so. Okay, so those are going to be our handles, those are going to be our layers. So now we want to score these 2 pieces identically. And you are going to score them on all 3 sides at 1 3/8. So I'm just going to go 1, 2, 1 3/8 on the side here, and just score all the way on those 3 sides. So 2 sides and 1 base. So just be aware of your orientation. So you're going to have a score line, side, bottom and side, and do the same on this one. Oh, I should have given you the measurements in centimetres. So you're going to be scoring at 3.5 centimetres if you're doing it in inches. I'll put the dimensions underneath, but basically this is, you would want this to be 2.4 by 8.2 centimetres and score obviously at 1.2, and this you would want it to be 25 centimetres by 1/2 centimetre. She says no, by 1 centimetre. I'm lying. So 25, and I haven't trimmed these out. I mean, obviously you could have these longer if you wanted to, but I found that 25 kind of felt about right, and it was long enough for me to still be able to sort of get a hand through to hand it over as well. So 2 pieces, 2 of these, And you're going to want to grab your bone folder just to reinforce those, because you want those to lie really well closed together. And on one edge of these, just trim it up slightly. That's going to go on the inside, but you only want to do it on the one edge. I mean, bags like this have been around, you know. I'm not pretending I've created these, but I just like the fact that this one's nice and sturdy. I think it's a little while since I made a gift bag and shared it with you, so I thought it's about time I did. So, when you've done that, on one piece, you're going to want to cut away these bottom two squares. Okay. So one piece is going to look like that. And the other one, you're just going to tab them. So you're still going to cut up straight. I'm just trying to think which way I tabbed them. Yes, I'm going to tab from the bottom. So you're going to cut in from the side, straight, and just tab. And the same on the other side. So down that score line, and just cut out that sliver at the side. Or just down to the score line. Okay. So you've got one that's tabbed and one where you've got the squares away. So now what we're going to do is this is going to fold up, and this is going to be the front of our bag. We're going to fold that up, and then this one is going to sit inside it, like so. And they will match up. And I say, because these are a seam, you get a lovely all-around effect. And what that means is at the front, you haven't got the joins showing, you've just got the folds. So, here we go, just to glue these tabs. And obviously you can use whatever your preferred glue is. I tend to use Tombow for this. One, because it does soak in nicely and makes it nice, strong hold. And it just gives you a bit of wiggle room to get those corners lined up as you want them. So then you can either put the glue on there, or I'm going to put it on the inside here. So on the base. Yeah. And obviously while you're doing this, it's soaking into the fibres of the paper, so it'll get a really nice strong bond. There we go. So there's our adhesive. And we're just going to pop that in like so. And what you might want to do is grab your bone folder and just push that down on the sides. And if you've got you get a little bit of leakage, just grab yourself a scrap of card and just pull that out of the way. I'm just going to get rid of that. And turn it on its side again, give it a nice burnish on both of those sides. So there we go. So as let's say we've got those nice curves there, and all I'm going to do is again just use some adhesive on the top here. I'm just coming over, you can see. Not too close to the edge so that you don't get too much seeping. Because you don't want people having sticky gifts. And just pop that. And again, what that does is it really reinforces that top edge of your bag, so you get a really nice finish. Again, so remember to put that edge that you've just trimmed on the inside. And then to get those handles, just use your bone folder to curl them. And this is the only bit that's going to be in the slightest bit tricky. You could measure it if you wanted to, as the person who hasn't, and I'm actually going to use my Seal Plus on this. And what you want to do is bend your handle like this. Oh, that was useless, that was off. Okay, so you're just taking it and just turning those towards yourself and put some adhesive on the bottom, 1/2 inch, just a centimetre, because those are going to go on the inside. So I'm just going to pop that one side and just eyeball it to about, again, about a centimetre in. Same for the other side, so take our loop and put it down, bottom, close, and this is the one where you just might want to line it up slightly. There we go. So all we need to do now is add our little I can't even find, I can only find my black dimensionals, so let's use those because it's dark on the back, so that's fine. In fact, that's not even the one, that was my standby one that I created. Happy birthday wishes. And if you wanted to, you could just add a couple of sparkles on there as well. So just a little, these are our iridescent rhinestones. And there we have a cute little gift bag ready to go to be filled with gifts. Quick and easy, and look at that. And that could easily be a table favour. You could pop a bit of tissue in the top there, make it really pretty. And if you'd like to get this online exclusive paper, get it now while it's available. If you go along to Stampin' Up UK, and when you check out, if you choose as your demonstrator, search for Heidi Smith, or if you use the host code from my blog, then you'll automatically shop with me, and I really appreciate it when I get any orders from that, and then I can send you a thank you gift. So thank you for watching. Come back and see me soon. Bye for now.